Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a good day so far. So lately it's been midterm season and coming up final season, and this is a time in the year where it's just so easy to get stressed and overwhelmed and feel drained every single day. Today my friend Kim and I are going to bring you some tips to de-stress. Everything from what you can do physically to mindsets that you can implement, and I'm just so excited for you to meet Kim. She's such a wellness expert. She's a fellow blogger and she's from the UK. She's the coolest person ever. So without further ado, let's get into it, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oftentimes when we feel stressed, our first impulse is to just bury ourselves in work and cut out all other human connection. So the first thing you can do is to schedule in a chat with a friend or to have activities that's not related to school, because sometimes you need to take your mind off of it when you've been focusing on it all day long. If you followed my content for a while now, you know I love the idea of having a passion project as a creative outlet alongside of school. And this doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be just starting your own journal and writing your thoughts down every single weekend. And you can also do the same prompts with a friend if you want a buddy to do this with. You can want to incorporate more mental health awareness into your life, and you and a friend can send encouraging little messages to each other from time to time. Or this could simply be committing to trying out a new recipe every single weekend. Tip number 2 is to have a deadline in sight. And one way you can do this is by planning in a fun day after it's all over, or midway if you really just need a break. This may sound counterintuitive, but for me personally, when I find that I make the time to actually take time for myself and to have fun for a day, that actually motivates me to keep working hard throughout the week, rather than just to keep my head down and keep working until it's all over. You can also do this on a smaller scale with things that you can do every day, whether that's just taking some time to tidy up your room, or taking the time to go through an in-depth self-care routine, or simply just making your favorite cup of tea and reading a chapter of your favorite book. Nonetheless, we can always just take those 10 minutes for ourselves daily, and I promise it will make all the difference. You know, sometimes when something you know will make you stressed keeps occurring in your life, and for some reason you just keep going back to it. The third tip is to distance yourself from things that make you stressed, aside from school. This can include notifications. You have no obligation to respond to messages within a day. Please don't feel guilty. You can take the time for yourself if you need to. And if you have a blog or YouTube that you keep up with, don't feel guilty for taking the time away from that as well. Our priorities in life often change, and it's okay to just go with the flow for that instead of pushing back against it and trying to do everything. Lastly, if you have a friend or family member that stresses you out, just try to distance yourself the best that you can. I know this one is tough, but just remember that you have a limited amount of energy every single day, and what you put it towards will take that energy from you. Some other things you can do to de-stress are to do a short workout, and I used to resent this one because I thought all workouts had to be like long and sweaty, but I found some variations, such as just a light Pilates throughout the day, or even a fun dance workout. Something else you can do is to switch up your workplace. And this doesn't mean having to go to a cafe every day, but even something just as switching up your normal drink or switching up your music can make all the difference. Lastly, remember that you will be okay, I promise. This time will pass, and even though it may seem like just an endless hamster wheel of work, one day you'll come to the point where you'll think, wow, this is what I have been working towards. And yeah, I promise that day will come, so hang in there. My friend Kim will be taking over the next few tips.
Hi, my name is Kim and I am the online content creator for Keeping It Mindful, the blog where you can design your best life the mindful way. Stress seems to be something that is so common in our modern day living. But these tips that I will share with you, along with the ones you've already seen, are going to really help you find ways to de-stress when you need to most. The first tip is to take a break. Life is all about balance, and sometimes when we're particularly stressed about one area of our lives, such as a deadline at work, or an exam result, or something else that we need to do in that moment, then taking a break from other lower priority areas can be really beneficial. A good example of this is by taking a break from social media. It can be such a time and attention consumer, and if we take some time and space away from social media during those times when we're most stressed about something else, it can really help give our brains the space and the clarity in order to help us focus more. My second tip for you is to try a mindful activity. So mindfulness is when we bring our full awareness into the present, and doing this can help our brain have a rest from worrying about things from the past and dreading things in the future. And a really good example of an activity is something as simple as making a cup of tea. If we bring our full attention into the moment so that we're focused on listening to the water boil, picking out our favourite cup, watching the colours change in the water, smelling all the scents that we can smell, and tasting all of the flavours as we sit down and have that cup of tea, that can really give our brain a rest, helping anchor us in the moment and de-stress. My third tip is to journal. Journaling is such a powerful tool for helping us get our thoughts, emotions and stresses out of our head and onto paper, onto something physical. Even if you haven't tried journaling yet, just writing down for 5 minutes all your thoughts and feelings and all the things you're thinking about can be extremely therapeutic. And if you don't know how to journal, try things like writing something that made you smile in your day, or writing down some affirmations such as I am strong, I am focused, I am balanced. You could even try writing 3 things that you are grateful for within your day. My fourth tip is to focus on what you are in control of. When you think about all the things that are stressing you at this moment, ask yourself what you are in complete control of. And then anything you've identified that you are not, try to put it to one side and let go of it as best you can, and focus more on the things that you can be in complete control of. This will help you eliminate the stress and overwhelm that you feel about things that you can do nothing about, giving you space to focus on what you can. A couple of bonus tips for you. Remember to breathe. When you're feeling particularly stressed, we can hold a lot of tension in our chest and we can forget to breathe consciously. Try and bring your attention to your breathing and just breathe nice and slowly and deeply for just 30 seconds and really feel the benefits. This will help slow your heart rate down, bring you into the moment, and hopefully help you de-stress a little. Whenever you can, try and get outside. Being in nature is an incredible way of de-stressing us. Getting yourself out into the fresh air, especially in nature, can really help you to release stress and ground yourself in the current time and space that you are in. Lastly, if you are feeling particularly stressed, try for just a little while to focus on someone else. If you can, try and turn your attention onto showing some care and love to one of your friends or family members and bring a little joy into their life. That will take you out of your head and make you turn your attention on someone else for a while, thereby giving you space to process anything you're feeling stressed about. And if you really can't turn your attention on anybody else, make sure that you are showing yourself that kindness by having some self-care and some rest when you really need it.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hang in there. The stress is almost over. And I hope you picked up a few tips from this to implement into your day-to-day life to stress less. Okay, have a good day and I will see you very soon.